Godspeed and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you. Thank you for joining us again, for sharing in this conscious evolution. There's another opportunity for us to be present and find ourselves here. Right here.
Right now.
Right now. Thank you for joining us. Today's stream topic is about how you control more than you know. Is that the way I titled it? And then you said, and you also don't. You control more than you don't know. Is that what you meant? But I feel like that could be true as well.
I don't remember exactly what I said. Control more than you know, but have a little bit less control than what you think.
That could be a good one. The way I see control these days is very much an extension of yesterday's stream topic, is that control comes from a quiet place. That you cannot be in control, screaming and shouting and running in circles. Right? You can only be in control by deliberating. Be like, yes, I'm gonna actually be mindful. I'm actually gonna think about how I'll respond next. And then once you respond from that place, you are more likely to be in control of the situation than not. High quality humans right here.
High quality, wholesome humanimals.
Takes one to know one. Love you, Toast. We got Dan here too saying, hey y'all.
Oh, nice.
Morning, I just broke my 5K record. It was 25 minutes.
Dang.
And I just ran at 24.51.
Nice, dude.
That really is
5K. Cool. Well, mine was an obstacle race. And so, there was 25 plus obstacles. And it was a 5K. And I was like, under 45 minutes. Hell yeah.
And he does 24 minutes.
And he does half that.
That is
That's
very
crazy.
impressive. Dan, man, we're proud of you. Sending you love.
Daniel.
Damn, Daniel. We got Indigo. That is...
Hey, that's Sam's cousin.
Yeah.
Cousin, niece.
Niece, exactly. Hey, friend. It's nice having you here with us.
D.
Yo, Melt, am I early? You are, kid. You're one of the first ones here today. Oh, hey, a Dan comment that doesn't include the words Isaac Newton. I was literally like scanning it. I was like, he's going to say something about Isaac Newton. Yeah, I even had a whole moment yesterday about that, where I was like psychoanalyzing myself in relation to Dan. And I was thinking to myself, it's like, am I sometimes inaccessible in talking about serious stuff? And as a result, Dan has talked about unserious stuff. All right, and I was like, maybe I could be better.
This man's too serious.
Too serious of a man.
Too serious of a man.
We got PT here. PT is one of the new friends. Yeah, he sent a bunch of comments on my videos yesterday. Called me beautifunkles a bunch of times. I don't know exactly, but they're like, he spells beautiful, but he doesn't spell it the normal way. Right, PT? You want to tell us about why you do that?
Yeah, my family calls him Funky Melt.
I'm Funky Melt.
Like fun uncle. Fun unky.
And during the vows, when Shay gave her speech, and she goes, what did she say? Something JoJo?
And Funky Melt.
Auntie JoJo and
Funky Melt.
And Funky Melt. And it did sound for a moment like, and fuck you, Melt.
Yeah.
And then Joe, when she sent the link to my family, she prefaces and is like, the family calls him Funky Melt. They didn't say the other thing.
I listened to it a second time. It sounded like funky. I was just, yeah. Anyways.
I like the beard. You must be lucky. Like my actual beard on my face, or is it a joke about?
Or my beard.
Yeah, maybe it is. Thinking about that Aaron moment back home when Aaron was there, and then they see Aaron next to me on stream.
I'm like, Jovan grew a beard really fast.
Jovan really put that beard on overnight.
He sneezed and here comes beard.
All of them come out. I'm scared to spill your coffee. I should probably get my secondary screen. Do you have yours with you?
I do.
You can't break 5K records if you eat mercury and die.
There it is.
I mean, probably not. Hearing ourselves suddenly. Probably not. He spells it like William Shakespeare. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Beauty funkly, beauty funky,
Beautiful key.
beautiful key. As in Jade, funky love is crazy in love, but in divine way. We don't question or speak truth in conversation and good vibes. No drama. I speak in silence as I walk my paddle out in the AM.
Oh, nice.
I feel like we got another
Toy paddle.
hoopy
Oh,
like. We got a new friend here as well. Sure,
oops, sorry.
sure, mouthful. Yo, bro, nice hair. Thanks.
Thanks, Sam.
Then man, there's a lot happening in chat already, isn't there? Bro, do you
Oh,
jog? No. I personally do not jog.
Yes. I jog. I need to get out there and jog. We should jog. It's a good, like, oh, look at that weather. It's good jogging weather. It's like cool out there. The sun's not out.
That's true. You won't get absolutely scorched earth.
We'll hit zone 4 heart rate.
Are we gonna go freaking jogging today?
Yes. Let's do it. It's been a minute.
I did have like really good recovery yesterday. Got like a 93. My heart rate variability is above the 60s. When I started measuring, it was in the 40s. So I think it is going up little by little.
You're,
My HRV.
oh, nice.
I don't know why. Maybe it is my mindfulness of it, but I don't think it works that way. I don't think I've changed anything. Like, technically, we ate really late last night as well for us to get such good recovery scores. But I didn't.
My recovery score was not good. It was like 72.
Yours was bad. But I
It's
didn't.
still in the green.
I didn't eat much calories yesterday.
Yeah.
So I feel like I was still in the zone. Does your girl?
No.
Bruh.
Maybe the sandals were a mismatch. I lost 150 pounds in 6 months just living in alignment. Breathing technique. Ooh.
150 pounds in 6 months is a lot of weight.
That's a ton of weight.
That's 10 kgs a month every month for 6 months. I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I don't believe.
I wonder, I mean, like, geez, if you started every morning with Kapalibhata,
Kapalibhata
did 30 minutes of Kapalibhata, immediately you're getting rid of all of the CO2 in your body and setting yourself up for success.
If you keep breathing, right? Like, technically, I don't know if you friends know this,
Skull shining breath.
but when you lose weight, technically, you're exhaling it. So maybe you could tap into, your carbon storage and carbon dioxide it all out.
Oh man, Kapalibhata exercises were so awesome. Like, it really did, like, set you in a space. Just like, we did 30 minutes of it whenever I was practicing it. And
30 minutes straight?
yeah.
Oh my goodness. You must be feeling like very
It's like
lightheaded.
probably 15 to 30 minutes. No, you don't feel lightheaded. Yeah, they say that if you do feel lightheaded, that's whenever you exhale completely, like all the way out, and then take a slow inhale in, and then do it again. But then we would pair the hand mudras with it as well. So, like every 5 minutes or so, we would change the hand mudra to the next one. You know.
I should do more of these practices. I can feel this finger losing mobility a bit.
Not a message says, yo.
This guy gives off insecure, controlling vibes. I can be insecure and controlling. I think all of us can sometimes be insecure and control it. Beautiful you say that, because today's stream topic is about being in control of more than you know. And I would like to even extend that you are in control of your own insecurities and controlling behaviors too. Do you remember Uncle Becky? I was watching you babe back then. I do. Not the message.
Haywire Hill.
Wow.
Oh man.
I do remember Uncle Becky. We think about Uncle Becky fondly all the time. We talk about him a lot. Hoping to see him at some point soon again. Maybe even go and visit him. Me and Jill have been talking a lot about going and visiting you friends.
It's on my bucket list to go visit him, because apparently I think there's like a sketch or a sketchbook or a card or something that Toasty had left there whenever him and Gob went and visited. And so like it's been on my mind
Something is waiting for you there.
Yeah, it's one of these things.
That is cute. Do you mind if I pick it up?
Yeah. So we were right here. No, no, no.
Mm-mm-mm.
You were right here.
When someone abuses a frequency or uses a World Wide Web or AI, is there a lot of questions? I don't question Bibles as I did the beauty of living it. Like I said previously, 3 to 4 months adapting to new. Feels like PT and our beloved Hoopy could like have conversations with each other, and both of them will transcend.
Sorry, I'm still reading it. You can keep going, but I'm just reading it.
Oh,
You can read the next ones if you want to. I'm just reading in silence.
projection syndrome sounds like it's a real problem for you, Black Caucasian. Do you remember Uncle Becky? Not a message. I do. Love again to you. Thank you for reminding us of our dear friends. Do you enjoy donuts? And if so, which ones are your favorite? I haven't had a donut in at least a year. Have I?
Really?
Did we have a donut here at some point?
I don't know.
I think
I mean,
you
I
had
know
donuts.
I
Yeah,
had
you had
donuts.
donuts in the office, but
My office brings donuts all the time.
I've not had a donut in a long time. And if I had to get a donut, I would have a fresh one. That would be my favorite. Right? Like I'm
Boston cream.
Boston cream donut.
Oh man, those are such good
Yeah,
donuts.
as long as they're fresh, then they should be probably good. Like I like variety. There you go, and hold and don't stress. Just find a comfortable star 100 and connect. Indeed, I don't think you can move without being told. I'm pretty sure there was a message that PT sent that I was kind of like saucy bobossy about. Okay, no deleted messages. Maybe I'm wrong.
But also, maybe, oh man, see, that's what happens. You have to,
All messages.
we're gonna go to all messages now instead of top messages.
Make sure we can see them. Do you worry about balding all the time?
Really?
Oh, no, not really. No, I used to. I used to worry about balding, especially when I started becoming an adult, right? When you go from being a teenager to becoming a man, right? Your testosterone changes, and then you start producing more DHT, and then you go through like an initial like hair thinning. And during that time of my life, I was like panicking. I was like, "Oh my goodness, I'm gonna go bald just like my uncle said I would."
See, it's funny. One of these days, I'm gonna go bald, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna
I'm
wait.
just gonna shave her head. I think going bald and shaving your head is two different things, technically.
I would go bald by decision.
By decision, suddenly just like all of the hair just like ups and leaves. I'm just imagining it like
I
walking
just
off of
wake
your
up,
head.
just wake up one morning, I sit up and like all my hair is just there.
That's fucking horrifying. I would start screaming. I would literally start the day screaming.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I think it's one of those things, right, where I was worried about it, and it's been 10 years. It's been a literal decade now, right? Sure, I think my hairline, I don't even think my hairline did recede, technically. It's technically still in the same spot. I went back and looked at old photos of myself.
On the note of worrying,
Yeah.
on the note of what you can control. I remember one of my lessons during the yoga teacher training was directing your awareness, directing your thoughts, having control over like the thoughts that it is and the stories that you are telling yourself. And the way that was brought to our attention, the teacher, Stacy McCarthy, she's super awesome. She says, how much time in a day do you spend worshiping your worries?
Yeah. It's
like how much time in a day are you spending your energy, your finite energy, because our energy is finite, thinking about something that we have really no control over the outcome.
Exactly. Right. And again, like for the topic of like your hair, you can start using what finasteride and right, like do scalp massages, like do that anyway, right? Whether you're going bald or not. You can do things, right? But it is, as you said, like the worshiping of your worry. Like if you're spending hours in a day thinking about it, nothing
You're
is gonna
building
change.
cortisol. You're making
You're manifesting that reality, even
100%.
right.
Like you're doing things that are cause like it. That's what manifestation works in such subtle ways. Yeah, and so yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it is true. Worry about things that are in your control, right? That is today's stream topic, overarching. Is that the only thing that you need to be participating with on a day-to-day level are the things in your control. And then you have to realize that there are more things in your control than there are not. And then you need to identify which things are in your control that you might not have given credit to. One of the things that I feel is your energy levels, for example, right? That's something that I worry about, right? If I feel my energy levels dipping, I become very mindful of why that is. For example, me and Joe went through a moment this week where we had like 3 meals in a row, fast food. And I don't know about you, but my energy levels were like tanking because of that, right? And we can't control necessarily our energy levels in the moment, but we are in control of our energy levels overarching, right? And I feel like that's where control definitely has become a little bit more of a point of importance in my mind. It's like control the things that you know you can, and like accept the things that you
See,
can't.
yeah. I don't think we have control over anything at all. I think we have influence more than we have control. Because we can control the breath, but I dare you to try to hold your breath. Like your body will eventually breathe for you.
Yeah.
Emotions, feelings, we can control the words that we use in our mind, right? To an extent. But that feeling is there. We're just telling the story. That feeling arises because of something like, we can't control the fact that that feeling arises,
Arises.
but we can influence the direction that the feeling goes. We have to process these things, but control is an illusion.
It's interesting the difference in perspective we have here, because I agree with you. I do agree with you. Like, for example, like to echo on your breath thing, you can hold your breath, to the point of passing out. But then as soon as you stop being in control,
Your body breathes
your
for
body
you.
takes over again and will start breathing for you again in that way. Right? So, influence as opposed to control. I think the control that I was really thinking about is almost in the your teaching of stimulus and response, right? That is where control arises, right? In that in between. And you can control the direction of your life, literally, by just being a little bit more mindful, taking one extra moment to be one way instead of another. And maybe it is only influence. Maybe it is only influence, but I think the word control is one that people can take pride over, right? Where influence is a little bit more ethereal. I had a conversation yesterday about that specifically, where even if I got to convince a person of my point, right? What does winning look like ultimately, right? There is no real winning. The only way for me to really win is if I say my bit and the person is like, you know what, you're right.
I concede.
Yeah, I concede, and not only do I concede, but actually I'm gonna change my whole life now, and then I have to follow them and like watch as they change their life, and they're like, oh yeah, look at you sleeping at an appropriate time. Yeah, look at you drinking enough water every day. Yeah, look, right? I have to like be there, and like you would literally not live your life just to make sure your influence was as impactful as it
That's the
was.
way. That's the only way you think that you can win
No,
in
no,
that
no, 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 no,
situation.
no, no. I'm saying, but what I'm saying is there is no winning in that situation, right? That winning in that situation isn't a victory for your life, technically. It might just be a victory for your ego in the moment.
Winning is a perceived value system in that way, right?
So let me make it very clear so we can like create some context. The concept of like alcohol consumption, right? That's a big one. Where if my family members drink alcohol all the time, and I'm like vocal about like, hey, we should stop doing this. It's not good for us. And then they all go, you know what, Mel? You're right, actually. And then they stop drinking alcohol, and then I have to like be there for the rest of their lives to see, this is how this decision is now different because not of drinking, and then over and over and over again. So the real winning is them kind of like doing that, right? That's the net good that comes off of that decision. But there's nothing of my life that's going to be changed. The way I made the point yesterday is that what's in your control is your own behavior, right? So by in my own behavior not doing that, I can show the life that comes with not making that decision. And like that's the only control you really have. You can't control the other person. You can't like puppet string them to put the beer down, right? But you can show them your life without holding it, kind of thing.
Um, yeah, there's a lot of points made in that.
Control versus influence. You have more influence than you know.
I don't know. I think like whenever you bring the term winning in there, like what is winning? How do you quantify winning? How do you define what winning is? It's going to look different to each person, especially in a thing where there is no winning or losing. Like it's just a neutral situation. And so when you bring winning into it, I think two people can win.
Well, I think like if we're gonna make it clear enough for
If
our
it's
minds,
winning, then it's a competition, right? If somebody's winning, then you're living in a mindset of competing instead of collaborating.
I hear you.
Maybe I think you can.
I think it's the part of me that's like still a debate kid, right? Where there is a winner and a loser at the end of the debate kind of thing, and it's judges that will decide who won or who lost the debate. And
Yeah.
in the topic of like just alcohol consumption alone, there is a right and a wrong answer, kind of thing. Right. It's not for me to decide, like the science, right, is clear about that.
I mean, it's clear that like one's health is, what it depends. Always depends, because say I feel like somebody came into the chat not too long ago, well, maybe a couple months ago, and they were talking about how the influence of like a glass of wine or something, a beer, allowed them to connect with their parents. Right? It lowered the rigidity of the things, and like in that moment they were able to connect with their parents. So
Used to
give and
say,
take.
yeah,
Clearly we shouldn't be abusing alcohol. There's definitely a way that can like it's definitely, and one beer, yeah, it's something that is not good for you. It's not good for your body, lowers your life, your lifespan. But to say anything is coming from a judgmental mind.
so to like reframe us so that we know that we are in alignment, you haven't heard me since coming to America say to one of your friends or to your family members the reasons why they shouldn't drink, right? You haven't seen me do that.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm. This
And
is.
like that's what I want to like share from that perspective.
I'm not
It's like
like.
I'm in agreement with you, and it doesn't help to try and project onto that people because one friend has had a better relationship with their parent because of that substance.
Yeah.
So instead of being vocal about it, right, instead of trying to control the outside world, I control myself, right? Every time I'm given the chance to drink and I choose not to, that's me acting from a place of self-control, right? And it's only my life that I'll have to be kind of like aware of. It's like my health that I'm trying to maintain. I would like, of course, because I love my friends and my family, for all of us to be in good health indefinitely. But that's not my
We're getting like
responsibility.
really too inside one little point. I was trying to speak more vaguely, and now we're really
Sorry.
focusing on.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what I'm saying, at least. I do think you're right. And the way that I've been applying that lesson, especially during this chapter of my life, is to not try and control anyone else. All right. And realizing I don't have any control over anyone else. He needs a good gubby. I don't know what a gubby is. If you're here solely to try and rustle jimmies, I feel like my jimmies are unrustleable. You can try.
Uh-oh.
It's like, oh yeah,
What did you just do?
oh yeah, I'll try not. High quality humans is from Haywire. It's
Yeah,
true.
it's true.
Oh, they're good. I'm sure Gabs has been in contact. Love is true. You showed a card of a jade butterfly, just like the king zodiac signs. I did. Yesterday was the jade butterfly. Has anyone heard from Tate Taylor in a little?
Is
I've
he still
heard.
streaming?
I think so. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think he's still streaming.
Thursdays and Tuesdays or something like
He
that.
still
Or
has
trivia
his
days.
Discord channel as well, so you should be able to find him there. Do you worry about balding? Not anymore too much. Bald is beautiful, babe. It's true, right? We have some friends who have gone bald, and like again, yeah, men balding is not that crazy. Like if women bald, I don't know what that context is, but I know that apparently, bald men are seen as attractive by the average female because again, it's a matter of confidence. Of like,
Oh yeah, definitely. Like if you can rock a bald head and like not be phased by it.
right, commit.
And I guess it depends on the person.
Your head shape,
I
I
can't
guess.
say women like that. I think people like seeing confidence in their partner.
Exactly. Yeah. Like that's the sexy part, right? It's not about how you look, but that you
It's how you rock it.
yeah. Like I weirdly enough, I had a whole thing about that yesterday about like hair and how it's not about how much hair you have, it's about it's there to be styled kind of thing, right? So even if you have just like a little tuft and you're styling it, then boom, boom, rock it though, rock it.
Yeah, if somebody walked by with just like a little like, and it was like in a like a little spiral, I'd be like, look at that guy.
Nice.
Sorry, Zoe.
Panicon Cafe in Outer Salvador. If I don't understand what's happening, I probably won't read it. I'm sorry. Okay, whoa. The donut comment is crazy. I have seizures that messes with my brain. It's also an energy thing for me spiritually. I started tasting and smelling glazed donuts. Smell and taste is very rare
Whoa, Indigo.
during your seizures. That is weird.
Did you know that Starry Night, Van Gogh, right before he painted his best paintings, or after he painted his best paintings, he would have seizures because right before he would have his seizures, he would see brighter colors. He would see colors brighter. He would see colors in a different way.
It's like, I feel a seizure coming in. Come on, bring my paint.
Just during that time before the seizures would happen, he would feel this spark of creativity that he would like harness, and then he would have a seizure.
That is pretty cool. I can imagine it being horrifying to watch those. Like, what's your source of
Man
income?
was troubled, man.
Yeah, for sure. You teach yoga? I actually do. I do actually teach yoga. That's pretty wild. Also, worries, yes, but energy works in noontime and space. We live in a control environment. Clock. Look at the Gregorian clock or calendar. It is a system of control. This is true. Right, especially since here in America, that system of control changes. You have daylight savings and stuff, right? So it'll go from being one way to being completely differently. No worries, Toasty. Yeah, he's not sure if he'll be streaming again. Tate hasn't streamed since March, but he is doing well. Streaming is very hard work. Streaming, screaming. I mean, yeah, Zoe that works hard in that room, doesn't he? Hard-working Zoberb. Yeah, Tate is no longer streaming. He
Oh,
stopped in March, so recently. And I go, yeah, streaming is hard work. If you don't believe me, try it. Try streaming, right? Tate was doing it twice a week. Try streaming twice a week for as long as me and Tate has been doing it, and see how it is. Okay, fine. You stick around, bro. At least he doesn't bite at me anymore when I try and take him. The very first time he like really came down. There was a cute moment with me and Zoberb yesterday where I put him under the red light. And like I tried to explain to you what happened, but it was like this, where my hand was on the bed like this. Is he trying to climb on the couch?
trying to step backwards.
My hand was like this, and then he like put his little face over my hand like this, and then I cupped my hand around his head, and he was just like, ooh.
He laid his head.
Yeah, and I was like,
That's so
and I'm
cute.
like, so cute. Yeah, it's possible. What LARP level is this?
7.
This is advanced LARPing right here. This is the final form of LARPing, right? Where you go full circle and you actually start dressing like an anime character. What are you guys' plans when the Chinese overlords take over? Me personally, I plan to become human cattle. I was actually planning on becoming a human horse or human sheep. Like
I'm already level like 12 feral critters,
yeah,
so
it's
I'm just gonna
true.
like get into the woods. I'm
Yeah,
gonna sneeze a little bit harder and
she
grow my
knows.
body hair out
She
and look
knows
like an
what to
animal.
eat. Like
I'm gonna join the Squatches.
the squatches. Yeah,
Me and the
we do.
Squatches, we're gonna dig deep into the
We
mountains.
believe. Those squatches be out there. Lamont, those who like that one. Danso primarily refers to a Ghanaian surname, meaning trustworthy, reliable, or dependable,
That's
often
sounds like
given
my
to
dad's
boys to
name.
signify strong names, strong characters. It's also a Japanese term, danso. Thank you, PT. Interesting. The amount of deleted messages.
It's probably all the same person.
It's probably, yeah, this person has been throwing a
They've
lot.
been.
LARP max. I like the word manage in this context. We got Tat here too saying the best tool I learned to use is my breath to come back to center and be the witness to the thoughts of the emotions instead of getting caught up in it. Oh yeah.
Man, bringing awareness back to the breath, like that's one of those things that like really does allow us to see what is in our control. Adding awareness to anything, that's adding awareness, Alan Watts says, is how to dissolve anger. Adding awareness is how to dissolve insecurity, even. Like all of these things, awareness just adds to the thing that is, brings you closer to peace.
Yeah, bring you back to the truth of who you are.
And awareness of the breath, like the most simple life force, like the air is the life force that brings you your energy. I don't know.
Your cells need to be oxygenated in order to produce ATP. Zoe.
I don't know.
Zoe bird. When does the argument start?
Good girl.
The argument is not going to be here, dear friend. Oh, damn, you milked the LARP comment and now it's less funny. Yeah, it was funny the first couple of times. Now it's kind of like the horse is dead and you're beating it. Fair point, Ghostly. Ice, it's on ice with instant politics, of course. The goal is more annoyance. Didn't want to be so funny here.
No.
My goal is more annoyance.
It's okay.
I like that you're coming with a goal at least. That's nice. Everybody has a purpose, I guess.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Scrolling through. Wait a minute. Cool.
Come here, sweet bird.
He's ready to leave. He's not gonna. Hi, he's actually coming here.
You want to go bye-bye?
Come on.
Step up.
I've not been able to get him to step up here one time. Wow.
Are you going to come here?
Are you gonna be a good girl?
Oh, I got distracted. Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go bye-bye.
Come on.
Hey, Zo. Psst. Want a cookie?
Come on, Zoe.
Want to go get a cracker? Step up. Let's go. Oh, so close.
Come on, Zoe. Oh, good girl.
Good girl.
Wow.
Good girl.
What a good girl you are, Zoe.
Let's say bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Say
Good
bye.
girl. Bye-bye.
That was a cute wave.
He's on his way to receive an almond for his good work. Funniest, cool, funniest, balance, funniest to converse and speak your piece. I have seen a lamau. Thanks for being honest. I hope you find constructive ways to spend your time, homie. I also appreciate the honesty, actually, Toast. It's like he knows at least, that what he's doing. My goal is more annoyance. All right then, thank you for telling us. Go too far and you will be removed with zeal and rigor and vigor. Winning, no one wins. It's a pH level of neutrality. Example. Done topic. I'm like barely holding it together with like what's happening in comment section. Bear with me. bear with me. You guys look so familiar. Are you guys in Too Hot to Handle?
Is that a movie or a show?
Sounds like a show. Sounds like some of those dating shows or something. No, we're not. I don't think we could go on a dating show now. We're married.
That would be an interesting dating show.
Date your wife. We having fun fact chat while we hear their words. Beautiful. No,
Big
no
mouse.
politics. Yeah, yeah, no politics, loser. Like there's like two people here, and it's like one of the trolls that keeps getting banned. Is like, yeah, no
Yeah,
politics,
no
loser.
politics, nerd.
What are your thoughts on that? Yeah, that's a interesting question, breaking, but I don't think I have any answers for you, dear friend. Thanks for what you do, Sam.
Man, Sam, you are so busy
Sam is
today.
busy today. Like,
Thank you, Sam.
part of me is still curious. I'm surprised that this. Oh, there we go. I was about, yeah. I was literally gonna say, wow, this guy keeps getting a licking, and then you suddenly not. In class, I'm here taking notes. Good. Thank you, Toasty. I have a long list of productive things to be doing, and I'll being lazy and giving myself a 2-hour pre-work morning brain rot break. I mean,
Fine balance. You're gonna be
yeah.
productive and you're gonna be non-productive.
I kind of respect the self-awareness,
Yeah,
a
there's
little
awareness
bit.
there.
That's awareness.
Adding awareness.
Maybe you can keep coming here, right, with the intent to rot your brain, and then by accident, maybe your brain gets healed just a little bit, but by accident. Don't do it intentionally, of course, right?
There's a lot worse brain rot than
We
this.
don't
So
want to
I
get
mean,
better. I don't think this is brain rot. It's definitely,
I mean, some of the comments have been.
yeah, like it's definitely a different. Like for me, brain rot is when the content is supposed to be hyper palatable, right? It's like the fast food of content. It's like it's hyper palatable, like watching a hydraulic press freaking squeeze clay or whatever, right? It's like
So satisfying.
it's like, oh, satisfying, and then you scroll, and
Watch
then
the next one.
and there's another video of hydraulic press crushing Lego brick, and it's like, satisfying, and then next, right? That to me is brain rot because there's nothing of substance going in your brain, and it's like the
But you're still getting dopamine from nothing.
for nothing, and then when you're 7 nothings in, you don't even know what you experienced 7 nothings ago, and at least with this, it stays semi-consistent. We have been here for a couple of thousands of days now, so you can trust that tomorrow when you show up here again, you'll get something at least semi-similar.
Good morning, Fairy Wolf. Hi, Julie.
Bro, abusing alcohol is sick, Joe. This engine runs hot. Let's load it up with her fuel.
Oh no.
Stop. You'll get better at running, literally. It messes with your heart rate variability when you drink, actually, Toast. Nope, Dan.
Dan,
Dan.
Poopsie the Moopsie, not
Poopsie the
Toasty the
Moopsie.
Moosty.
Who wants to be next? Sam with her bad habits.
like-
Who wants to be next? Like is a highway, and I'm gonna ride it all night.
Like is a highway.
I'm gonna ride it all night long. I see the agreeing, lamenting up. The tarot lady was too nice. I didn't want to troll. Don't let the
Maurice was like popping through the
Yeah,
lives
he
and
was
like, oh,
like,
I can't troll that
I
one.
can't
She's
troll.
sweet.
She's kind. Don't let the challenge be challenged. Maybe Isaac Newton lived to 84, but he just tasted mercury. Boring. Jimi Hendrix, on the other hand, lived up to 27 years strong. Science is a liar. Boring. Tasted
Could have been
mercury.
Jimi Hendrix.
Boring. Split light with lenses.
Imagine being 27 and having touched like so many, like so much of the world.
I don't know who Jimi Hendrix is. I'm sorry, I know of Jimi Hendrix, but like when I think Jimi Hendrix, I'm like, yeah, that's a person, but nothing else. Not a single sliver of. I think he's a musician.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix is like such an amazing guitarist. I feel like Jimi Hendrix was the one. He was super duper hippie. He was the one that said when the power of love, when the power of love.
Oh, when the love for that when the power of love outweighs the love for power.
That's when the
right?
world will see peace.
Yeah. Because that I don't know that was a Jimi Hendrix line.
Pretty sure it's Jimi Hendrix.
Pretty sweet. Well, If I had to choose to live as Jimi Hendrix or choose to live as Isaac Newton,
Yeah, Isaac Newton.
I'd probably pick Jimi Hendrix
Really?
because he lived in the modern world. Isaac Newton lived in the fucking Stone Age, basically. Like he lived without running water and
Man.
electricity. And
That sounds pretty bad if you were to have like the like context and know like say you had the relativity of like what this world is today and went backwards and then had to go without it. But
yeah.
like to be in that world and not know the other side, like I think
I think you're right on that. I think Isaac Newton lived a very interesting life, kind of thing, where it would probably be pretty cool to like see everything that he did, from his POV kind of thing. But yeah,
then everybody's just like, this guy is whack.
this guy's whack. This guy is locking himself in a small room and boiling mercury.
Whack.
Whack. Stop doing that though. Tate hasn't streamed since March, but he's doing well. That's good. Yo, thank you. I'm not in the Discord and I was curious. Took a long break. I hope he's doing all the R&R. Rest and relaxation. Your girlfriend is gorgeous. She's not my girlfriend. She's my wife. My wife. No worries, Toasty. Yeah, he's not sure if he'll be streaming again. It is hard work. Like, I get it. I get it. I'm sorry, Tate, that you're not continuing. I feel like for me and Tate both, right? We probably do wish, there was more success behind it. Because I think if that happened, like spending 5 years of your life to make the equivalent of maybe like 2% of American minimum wage. Is it about that much? More like 4% of American minimum wage.
Hey, 2% more is 2% more.
Yeah, I
That's
think
100% more, right?
I think I earn
100% more of 2% is 4%.
I think because of your like 33 months that you did yesterday or something, or day before yesterday, I'm like up to 50 bucks this entire month, right? Doing the live streaming alone. So if you are a person, right, like Tate is already an adult, he's already earned kind of like real person money kind of thing.
Already has a house.
Already has a house, has like hobbies and stuff that he maintains. It can be very disheartening to show up and put in the effort and do the work and feel like you're not being adequately rewarded for it. That's why I believe that if you want to do live
do it for
streaming,
fun.
yeah, it has to be a passion project.
Kind of like art.
Like, this is a form of art. It's a form of self-expression.
People can very much so make a living loving their art and doing their art and everything. Like, you can make a living doing it.
True.
It's just a competitive field because, I mean,
There's a lot.
it's not a what you would call necessarily a necessity, right? It's not you're not a frontline worker, right? You're not doing things that people like
Need.
yeah. Doesn't have much supply and demand kind of pull.
I would like to believe that people do need art, but it's one of those things where we are always consuming art, right? Whether we realize it or not. And because of the
Art's
internet
so subjective,
and accessible,
especially now.
right? Like,
Not everybody loves art. Remember, we went to the Social Security office to get like your Social Security card. You're gonna give that lady a sticker, and you're like, "Do you like art?" She's like, "Never really got into it."
never really got into it.
What?
It's like, that's such a strange answer to give me. I wanted to give her one of my stickers, and I'm like, "You like art?" And she goes, "Yeah, it's fine. I never really got into it." And I'm like,
What do you mean?
what do you mean? I literally asked her, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "Yeah, I tried to draw a little bit at one point, but never really committed, kind of thing." I think she was talking about being an artist.
Doing art.
Yeah, doing art herself. But it was still an interesting answer. World Wide Web doesn't work in time. It works at feet of mutate of upper level demands. Yeah, of course. That moment when, dude, I streamed once in 2023 and it was like, oh boy. Yeah, it is. Hey, Gab is here with us. Hey, Gabbity Goo.
How you doobity doo?
Easy, Sam. Women are hot.
What?
Bisexuality go brr. There it is.
What's happening?
I think we did talk about this a little bit, but I'm gonna have to get to that bottom of chat. One and done. Love is true. Oh my goodness, I have 5 parrots,
Aw.
and they have multiplied throughout the years. I
Yeah,
don't
that
believe.
happens.
I don't believe anything PT is saying anymore. Like PT lost 150 pounds in 6 months or
And I
something.
have 5 parrots.
Has 5 parrots. Like I'm kind of like growing more and more sussy
Talks about a
bobassy.
unicorn down there, so
Yeah, pet unicorn. I thought about it, but I only have so much to say, folks. You know, who would seriously want to listen to me more than once? I'm kind of a bear.
me, I
Love
do.
is true. We listen to you all the time. No trolling got.
God damn.
uh, Greek of life, like Stowe, sexy brought to awareness of anger to neutralize. Do you know? Do you know our Lord and Savior Hoopy? Sounds like you're like really walking his line. How's it going, Melt and Mrs. Melt? How's everything doing today, my man? What are we talking about? A combat journeys. Today we're having a conversation about what's in our control. Right. Yesterday we talked about the quiet space, and today's is an extension of that wisdom of like you are in more control when you show up from a quiet place, kind of thing, right? And showing up with that in mind. Inshallah.
Yeah, because I mean, showing up from a quiet place. Now I'm thinking about it again. Like, I think you are in more control whenever you show up from a quiet place because everybody's acting like reacting to the stimulus before them. So you add another stimulus, there's more chaos to the spiral to the, you know, because now there's infinite ways to interpret the new thing that was said, and so. Our little Gita would tell us there's action in inaction and inaction in action. And so, actually, sometimes whenever you take action, that is an act of inaction because the action that you're taking could be a trigger response, right? Saying something that doesn't actually have much calculation and clarity to it. You're just reacting. And so therefore that action isn't action, it's inaction. You're just running your program.
I'm thinking about like a way to make that make sense to our friends. And it's like maybe you and your partner or friend wants to leave on vacation, right? And then the action that you want to be engaged within is getting in the car and leaving. And then in trying to get that action going, you take action and you start putting bags in the car. And then your friend lets you know that actually they want something. They like start looking for their bag and they're pacing back and forth, right? Delaying the time of you leaving. And then they're like, "Where's my bag?" And I'm like, "Oh, I put it in the car." And then they have to go out into the car and get their bag again and bring it back inside the house. And right, like you are begetting inaction
maybe, yeah.
via having taken. I'm just trying to make it make
More palatable.
like tangible sense to our
I'm
friends.
kind of thinking that action in inaction, like we'll say somebody is person A, we'll call person A is shouting at you, like saying, "You're wrong."
You're
And for the inaction would be the action that one would want to take is be like, "I'm not wrong, I'm this," right? But you're in that action, you're not being actionable in escalating or de-escalating the situation. Because like, where is that gonna go? Nowhere. It's perpetuating a certain feeling, a certain thing, right? So in making the action of being like, actually, I'm gonna fight back, I'm not wrong, and being like, all right, the opposite is not responding.
Yesterday's stream topic is like so loud from what I'm.
All right, you can think that I'm wrong. I don't think that I'm wrong, and if you want to have a discussion about it later, once we've de-escalated,
Let's be quiet about this a bit.
let's sit and let's think about the things that we said, right? That's the actionable thing
Yeah.
in the inaction of reacting.
Man, there's so many comments.
Sorry.
No, you don't have to
I don't mean to
apologize.
take over.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's like,
You got
I'm so lost. We got Vernon here
Hey,
again.
Vernon.
Hey, friend. Good morning to you. Your eyes are fantastic.
Nia, yay.
Thanks. Thanks for looking at our eyes with phantasmisms. Say something intelligent.
E equals MC squared.
Boom. Get intelligenced. Bye, Felicia. Brilliant smile. Good morning, all my lovelies. Prairie Wolf is here too. Julie as well. Hey, Julie.
Semi-consistent was my nickname in high
It's
school.
cool.
Semi-consistent.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I never really liked drinking. I mean, I like it on occasion, as long as that occasion is, I'm getting really drunk and wrestling everybody. That's one way to do it. Are you dating? We're married. I've watched stuff about doom scrolling. It actually reduces your brain activity by 55%, as well as reduces and takes away emotional regulation, memory consolidation, communication skills, and complex cognitive processes.
Indigo, I like that you're here. I like hearing these kind of things. Makes sense.
Thank you for
because
sharing this wisdom.
It's activating reward circuitry in your brain, and therefore it's such an easy instant gratification way to have that reward circuitry. It doesn't then you're not getting rewarded for all of these listed things, right? That your brain does produce dopamine.
Takes work to emotionally regulate, takes work to form memories, takes work to build your communication skills, takes
and if
work
your
to
dopamine
do...
receptors are already filled with goop.
And not only goop, but like it doesn't take work to do this.
Move thumb.
Move
Dopamine.
thumb.
Dopamine. Dopamine.
All right. So of course your brain is going to get down-regulated because it's trying to save energy.
And it's like, oh, we don't have to do all of that stuff that,
For memories and stuff. For what?
reduced to 50%.
We're getting dopamine right now. Like I literally have no reason to not. Bro, Jimmy is one of the most famous guitar players in the world. What's a guitar?
Let me search Aerosmith.
What is an Aerosmith? what is a let me just check spelling. Guitar. When the power of love overcomes the love of power,
toast.
the world will know peace. There it is.
There it is.
Touched by an angel. He fought in Vietnam and then came back and lit a guitar on fire on stage. Is that true? Did Jimi Hendrix fight in the Vietnam War?
I think that is true, yeah.
Sorry, thank you. All right, my coffee is consumed at 10:11. Yes.
You want more?
No. I am caffeinated enough. I'm actually already starting to build body heat. Jimi Hendrix is definitely a legend, and he was an insane guitar player. He died very young with an accidental death. He was definitely a trendsetter for the time. Check him out. My favorite voodoo child. I found out something cool about voodoo very recently.
Oh?
When you think voodoo, you think
Dolls.
and getting pinned by a needle, right? And then killing the person on the other side kind of thing.
I mean,
right?
not necessarily, but yeah.
But like hurting the person, like you're controlling, putting needle through.
Yeah.
You know why those things actually were made?
Voodoo dolls?
Yeah, I recently found this out and it was very fascinating. Healing, literally. And back in the day, the like African doctors, right? They weren't allowed to read and write, literally, by the colonizers. They weren't allowed to read and write, so they couldn't write down on paper where
the pain was. So
yeah, what was wrong
right
with you?
here.
Literally,
so they put a pen and be like, "This is where the boo boo is."
Yes. So you go to the doctor, and then they make a little doll, and then they have you on their little shelf. And then you go to them and you're like, oh, I have a headache.
They wouldn't let them write stuff down?
Literally. And then they would like put a pin in your head. And then when you come back to them, they take off that little doll and they see, oh, I see you have a pin in your head. Do you feel better? And then if you're like, nah, you keep the pin in and you try different remedies. And if you're like, yeah, you take the pin out.
Interesting. Yeah, no, that's wild.
Right? And like that completely changed my whole perspective on voodoo. And I was like, oh.
Ugh.
It's not supposed to be something that's seen as evil?
Yeah, right. It's these superstitions. That's a fear-based perception that has been
perpetuated.
Yeah.
And the whole not
just because it was misunderstood.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some stuff behind that. Damn, that's crazy.
I saw this short video of an African guy telling these two guys about that, and I was like, oh wow. Thanks for educating
ways
me.
to demonize other cultures because you don't understand it. Like whole cultures being like, because I don't understand it.
Yeah, the unknown, right? The unfamiliar is what people. That's why we're scared of the dark, is because there's unknown in there, right? The dark isn't dangerous. The dark isn't actually scary. It's just because there could be something that I don't know somewhere
I
in
mean, it's
there.
not scary in the house, but when you go outside in the woods and there's all these
Sounds.
little buggies that come out at night and crawl up on you and eat you.
Okay, we know. They don't eat you. They just take small little bites. Okay. Melt knows Jimmy. He just hasn't connected all the fractals. He knows Watchtower and Fox Lady. Yeah,
I don't
Watchtower and Fox Lady. I know that. Totally. 40% of 4-year-olds own their own iPads and watch without parental control or
Yikes.
supervision, which is actually permanently restricting these skills, and kids aren't developing them.
Can I interest you in everything all of the time?
A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything.
All of the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do. And lure, 9 oily hands. Hey, Gavity Goo. We talked about you this morning, bro. Tell us, you tell us as soon as you know, right? When it's time for us to hang out, bro. Isaac Newton, Jimi Hendrix, definitely a hard choice. Newton lived to like 80, which would be interesting to see what his time was like. But then again, Jimi Hendrix is a kind of easy pick too, right? He was a superstar, I guess, right? You'll get to live the superstar lifestyle. Root. I got that dog in me. How can I be a homosexual if I, a lady, am married to a man and have a child? Can anyone tell me how? I mean,
Freddie Mercury.
not only that, but just because the equipment works doesn't mean you don't swing other way. Like we know.
Freddie Mercury had kids. Do you know who Freddie Mercury is? I'm throwing out.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Squeam.
Yes.
Freddie Mercury, I do know. Thank goodness. That one I would get freaking hung up on a cross for. Like, you don't know.
I don't know. You didn't know Jimi Hendrix.
Who's Jimi Hendrix again? Yeah, so I mean,
Gob says easy.
easy.
Women are hot.
Women are hot.
There it is.
Yeah, they fucking are. Bisexuality go, but now we're in the spot. Women are by nature.
Bye.
Women are by nature. Yeah, me and Joe have had conversations. Women are hot. This is true. That's bizarre. Hope so. You not get into any art.
Yeah, right? How do you not?
How do you not get into any art? That's true.
That lady's like, I never got into it.
Never got into it.
What?
It's like,
What do you mean?
you don't have any favorite artists that you like? Like for mine.
I mean, she did work in the Social Security office.
True. But no, like I would like ask her. And if she was like, yeah, I like art, I'm like, Alex Gray.
And she's like, nope.
Nope. Alex Gray is my personal favorite artist, actually. The grease between the cogs. And Salah, Joshua, Alama. Prairie. Yeah, no chemistry. Are you guys bisexual?
I don't identify with anything, really.
Yeah, and I don't like men.
Duh.
Any men. Actually, like as soon as I see a man in the world, suddenly my fists go up, right? I go into like combat stance, until they walk away and then I can chillax again. That's how it works. Yeah, I'm definitely hard. What you're talking about on today's subject, I'm definitely always hated because I'm very direct and I don't have time for nonsense. I always get a lot of pushback, which is fine with me. Luckily, I can push back harder. Yeah, but the thing is...
What you resist persists.
Yeah.
Who was it that said that? What you resist persists?
Isn't it Alan Watts? No, it might be Carl Jung.
I was thinking Carl
It
Jung.
might be Carl Jung. Yeah.
I love Carl Jung. Man, I love Carl Jung. He's like my number one.
He's a dude. He's one of the philosophers I spent the most time with.
Yeah.
Like I've actually spent time reading. I tried, TBH, to read his work, but it is a little bit
Dense.
dense. Yeah, it's very heady.
I mean, he's Swiss, so.
It's true. Which is fine with me, bless again. User go somewhere else. Indeed. I like what Indigo is saying too. He definitely drinks chai tea.
No, I drink chai
She's the
tea.
chai tea
I'm the
drinker.
chai drinker.
I'm a coffee drinker for
I
the
like a
most
dirty
part.
chai. I want it with a little bit of espresso.
You don't feed it prairie. They starve without any engagement. Trolls are out in full force this
You
Sunday.
know, I think there's some crazy energy out in the world right now. I think that it is one of those things where like
People are heightened.
people are heightened, the energy, and it sounds esoteric to be like there's crazy energy in the world right now. No, it's just like current events. Current events has got people uppity.
Yeah. Again, like if it's not war, then it's cost of living, then it's AI, then it's
It's
energy
something.
crisis, then it's something, right?
We got to put the trigger down. Walking around with a trigger is like walking around with a loaded gun. And so we have to shine light on our own shadows and calm the fuck down.
Consider what is in your control and what
Sorry
is
that I
not.
cursed.
No, it's okay. It is the instant gratification, but it's also because 10-second reels are not enough time to process and learn and make connections in your brain. So there's less skills being learned and maintained.
Especially in the developing years. Like, so much. Your brain is being wired in your infant years. Your brain's like neurons that fire together, wire together, and that's happening at such a intense rate as a child.
We might be one of the first generations, or last, I should say, generations of people that didn't get brain damage like that. We might make another generation of kids in the next generation, whatever comes after Gen Alpha, right? But we're gonna have to do it mindfully. Be like, no, child, you go play outside in mud.
See, the thing is, it's so polarized. Like, you're gonna have,
People that don't have that option.
well, what?
People that don't have that option, like apartment living kind of thing. Like, what are you gonna do
That's
for
not
your
where I was
kid?
going.
Sorry.
You're gonna have people, like, you're definitely gonna have the people that are like the bell curve, right? You're gonna have a lot of the people that are like, I don't know, using this technology just to get by. But then I think that you are going to have a small percentage. It's the bell curve, right? You're going to have a small percentage of people on this end that are like really utilizing it, like the Isaac Newton kids, the kids that are like, what? How does this work?
Kids that are already vibe coding at like 7 years
And
old.
so you will see like kind of like a polarization of society. This is one of those conversations that me and my friend Grace had talked about, is like how you'll have like little pockets of people. Like, we're going to see pockets of different kinds of people that are showing up in ways that we didn't anticipate and can't expect.
It's actually a very beautiful point you made. You just reminded me of it. During our walk with Grace, Joe said this thing about how technology enables different states of being, or something like that. That's what you mentioned, where as technology progresses, as we build cities and cars and, language models and social media, when I keep going, right? As technology it begets, as you said, those new slivers of ways of enacting of the world and being in the world that before didn't exist. Like, it literally wasn't an option just 20 years ago to be an online content creator kind of thing. And now, because of our technology, this is an option for me, right? A way for me to spend my
Like,
time.
this is an option for you, and this is how you've spent your time. And like, you can compare it to like South Africa and the way that people grow up and live just like in South Africa, and you come to America and you see like, holy schnikes, there's whole communities of people that like painting miniatures and that's all they do. Holy schnikes, there's people that are like super duper into board games and that's their whole life. Or there's people that are like really into this. And like, so here in America, just with the accessibility that we have like little niche pockets of people that are like really into these things and like really into these things.
Really into reptiles.
Super into reptiles, yeah. Like, and it's their whole life. Like, that's where all of their attention went, and they focus their direction.
The skill tree they're building on.
And it happened because of just accessibility to things. And so I think as technology advances as well, like, you're going to see that happen in the technological sense. Like, people who know how to program their own AIs, that people that can take AIs and like automate their whole house on their own network.
So I think the point I was trying to get at is how we couldn't be brain damaged as children the way kids are being brain damaged right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right, and in that way, like, I feel like we're very lucky to have come out as adults on the other side not being too wrecked by that. I had my first cell phone as a 13-year-old kind of thing, right? And I had infinite access to the internet from that age. And I think even at that age, some discernment started to arise in me, where if I was given a cell phone and infinite internet at 4 years old, my life trajectory probably would have been very different, right? I would have been a different person, kind of thing. Part of me would like to believe I would still end up here, but that's the part of me that's
I
right.
am but an anecdote to the whole. Just a
Exactly.
drop to the ocean.
Be grateful for the way that you grew up. That's all I'll say. Indigo, do you have a link directly to what you're talking about? I'm trying to find it. It seems interesting. You can just search. Just search like scientific papers on
Peer-reviewed studies.
yeah, peer-reviewed studies on social media, right? And you'll find hundreds of papers probably. Literally should be removed from your vocabulary. Everything that exists is literal. No.
Ideas.
Yeah.
Ideas exist.
Exactly.
And where do ideas come from? Like, that's something that, like, doctors, they're like, where does the idea come from? We can see circuitry in the brain light up whenever somebody has an idea, but where does the idea itself come from? That's something that Dr. Mike and Dr. K both were, like, talking about, like,
I did see that like 1 hour, 40 something minute.
We can't
podcast
explain what an idea is, like, or where it comes from, or
yeah.
we can say maybe it's like from the prefrontal cortex.
I like to imagine ideas being like almost like, for instance, the brain is a complex state machine, right? And within that complex state machine, all states that humans can take up exists almost like in a superposition. And then when you have an idea, it's almost like all of your memories, all of your influences, all of your exposure to the world and to technology and to perspective. Like, for instance, the reason I thought about this too was like there's some scientists that will like work in a lab and they'll have all of that experience and all of that context, and then they'll go to sleep and they'll have a dream about synthesizing some novel compound, and then they'll do that. I don't know if you know, but the person who discovered DNA was on a lion strip.
Interesting.
When he discovered it, right? And like that's kind of the perspective that I'm kind of curious about, where it's like I think of it more like a human superposition, like you're an antennae, right? Extracting infinity from the source.
Could you imagine if Carl Jung and Nikola Tesla like had conversations? Because Carl Jung focused a lot on the unconscious, the subconscious, dreams especially. He was really like analyzing people's dreams and everything. And I believe it was Nikola Tesla that he would go to sleep and he would have a ball in his hand, a big metal ball.
His keys, I think.
Or maybe it was his keys. It was something he had in his hands, and like he would like go almost into the sleep state to the point where he'd like lose motor function and drop his keys, and the keys would wake him up, and that's whenever he would get his ideas.
Yeah, he would like try and like consciousness surf
from almost sleep, like from that like really low.
And like, that's why I'm like almost like pro the quantum state thing, because like when you're down regulating, like the conscious observer is like you're collapsing into a state over and over and over again. Like this is a phone. This is
the human mind wants to name things.
Exactly. And then when you're in that unconscious state, suddenly your mind opens back up again, and then just things just fall in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, explaining the voodoo. What you're explaining about the voodoo doll is super interesting. A lot of stuff is like that, especially when it comes to people that were slaves and oppressed. They find ways to make things work. Indigo says, I'm sorry, I just watched and researched a lot of stuff on the brain, media, and tech. I have no idea where I got these from specifically. I mentioned YouTuber Vanessa Vingard is a good one. Everyone's a little bi. Yeah, I don't know if you have ever heard of Caporia. It's very similar to what you're talking about with the voodoo. They were slaves and they weren't allowed to train, so they disguised their dancing as fighting. Today it is more of a ritual thing than a good fighting style, but the history is still cool. I worked on social worker as a social worker case manager. I started Humanity Global 101 for Humanity Nonprofit. I know the feeling. I like men and women, but preference in love. I like John Milton. Bless John Milton, Adam James. Combat. Have you ever considered the pushback harder is a form of nonsense? It's like Swiss cheese. There are old types. Can't get it all. Minor poems by Milton is gold.
Milton. Oh yeah, that's true. That's Milton's good stuff.
Sam says, are you saying that even if I tried, I could never consume every type of cheese? Challenge accepted. On another note, which brand of TP is sturdiest?
I found a 3-ply once. I gave it away for Christmas. I was the real MVP.
Nice. Gives a roll of toilet paper for a Christmas gift.
It was in the potty pack.
Do you have a small bell curve? Shout out, please. You've been shouted out. Everything is a tool. It's all about how you use it with intention.
Morning,
Agreed.
BSF.
BSF, bless
BSF
you,
always
friend.
comes in and says
Just
good
say
morning.
good morning. Have you ever achieved something very difficult to do? And if so, what was it? Asking Dan. Do let us know, Dan.
Dan does
what
a
hard
lot of
thing?
stuff.
Yeah. Dan found a job in New York City. That must have been difficult.
Yeah.
No spamming. Look into the teacher shortage and education crisis here in America. 40% of high school students are illiterate.
Dang.
And teachers feel like they are daycare workers for emotional and withdrawal instead of educators.
I know 3 people personally that are in the school system, and they would definitely have a lot to say on that. Oh my goodness.
Have a whole chat of chat about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You'd probably be down to have a chat with it. Do you think you'd be okay with being on a live stream?
Totally.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll do a live stream with Chad one day.
Oh, that'd be fun.
We are not a tool. We are humans with tools in hand. MeltMore connects back with tools. Amen, amen.
Amen, amen, amen.
There's pockets of boomers who day drink in my community, and I think the ones who don't, and they think the ones who don't are the weirdos.
Right?
Checks out. It's like, no, thank you. I'm not gonna be day drinking with you. It's like, oh, he's one of those. He's one of those.
They're like, dude, this guy's boring.
This guy doesn't even day drink with us anymore.
You ain't gonna drink no beer with me. You can't be in my club.
You can gonna drink beer on my boat and catch a fish. Otherwise, you're weird. I do have a shirt now.
America shirt.
It's something called like anglers or something like that.
Which is a fishing thing.
It's like that's a fishing shirt.
Is it a
that
fishing
shirt is made for fishing kind of thing. And then on the back of it is a big America flag, and in the middle of that America flag is 2 dudes catching a fish on their boat. I was like, you want to show it to them?
No, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Real
I
quick.
also
I mean,
actually
I
have
will
to.
show it if you want me to.
I don't know where it is right now.
I feel like I saw it this morning.
It should be in the bathroom. Rectangle sometimes tell the truth, but they were designed to tell stories. Rectangles is books. Yeah, there it is. Fishing.
Melt's wearing America t-shirt.
This is my shirt that I got harassed in yesterday. All right, being America man, cutting my lawn, being all neighborly, waving at all of the neighbors coming past me. All right, wearing my America shirt. You see that it is real life. That's the brand. Real life with a big old hook through it. And then it's like, America, we catch fish with America flag. And I was wearing this shirt with pride. I was like, fuck yeah. Oh yeah, I can America. Cuts grass even better.
Cuts grass in the shape of American flag.
Yeah, exactly. Run bunch of lines. Do this stuff.
You should do that.
No,
My neighbors would love it.
that's too much.
Just all of 50 stars. 50 stars.
All 50 stars.
Perfect.
Zoe, use your words. So, you can use your words.
No words.
I got a great headline. Honda overcharged a man $22,000 for a new car as a joke. And they all lost their jobs. They lost their house and their cars, and their wives divorced them.
That's a good headline.
That's a good, hilarious. Look at the triangle on this guy. Seven wonders. Voodoo is an energy and manipulation. Yeah, PD. PD. Combat. I don't see how that's relevant, but yes, of course I have. Here's another one. DOJ changed laws that have caused harm to middle class for decades. This is also true. Mm,
I think, yeah.
no politics. I have failed to understand each and every single one of your comments. Yeah.
Oh, Sam.
What on earth are you trying to tell us? Can you use proper English? Combat Journeys says, when I talk about pushing back, I mean in all areas of life. People think it's just resistance thing, but I push further because I've been to hell and back. This is the mindset you need to truly. When you fought for your life, tested body and mind, you achieve things most never do. And what that gives you a real grounded perspective on life, no metaphors needed. You ever notice people talk about the day drinking are usually just alcoholics. Like
I do want to say that's like a very David Goggins-y
perspective.
perspective, which I see Combat showing up like very
Like I was gonna say the same thing even. Like
Yeah.
you are
a
literally
gym teacher.
in the world of combat nonstop, right? Which could
Not a gym
influence.
teacher. He's not a gym teacher. He's a trainer.
Yeah, but he is in the world of combat where literally fighting, right? Your physical prowess is literally the thing that's important. And in that way, maybe some of your verbiage has been influenced by that combative energy that you find yourself participating within.
Don't read those.
Uh,
Don't. Just
I believe in you. Thank you. Testing your mind. Try not to act like a baby after eating a ghost pepper. That's some control. I think I saw a video. I think it was on like Daily Dose of Internet, where this guy goes, I would like a road habanero or ghost pepper, right? And it's like him just like picking up a ghost pepper that like fell off a truck, and as you can see, there's a lot. And then the next shot is of him just like spit coming out of his face. Yeah, that's what I think about when I think about those peppers. Art to control yourself, as you said, Darren. Plugins doesn't concern you. Coolest shirt. Yo, that's the coolest shirt at the gift shop, right?
Oh, that's
I
funny.
got it for free even. It was given to me by Kelsey. It was a shirt that Andrew had, but he's no longer wearing it.
No, I think it was her. Was it Andrew or was it her dad? I think it was her dad. Either way,
Could be your dad.
doesn't matter.
It's
No
not
person.
it's not perfectly clean. It has like a bunch of spots on it, so
It doesn't matter.
but yeah, for cutting grass, it does its job. Dude, I'm losing it thinking about you out there. The way that you dress in your scarf mowing the lawn. Yeah. I have tried, but my scarf gets in the way when I try and mow the lawn.
So you
with
wrap it around your head.
I do that sometimes too, to not get the debris in my hair. I think pushing back is a sign of insecurity. I fought hard for my own space, and I don't feel any need to prove its worth to someone else. I think that's a much more peaceful mindset. It's peaceful, but
It depends on what you're going for.
yeah, he
so
might
it's like one of those
want some
situations.
combat.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where it definitely depends on what you need in the moment, because some moments call for combat, some moments call for,
Peace.
peace. And so I can say definitely each person shows up in the world differently, right? So people have their like ways that like they fall to naturally, their systems. You, for example, is a very fiery person. You're very uppity. You're always like ready to do something, right? And not every situation calls for that. So there are some situations where like that calls for you to kind of like come down to like a different state, right? It just depends. Everybody can show up the way that they want to, but
Do so with awareness.
do so with awareness.
Know why it is you are the way you are. This is sophomorphic vapidness, empty calorie content. Well, you can maybe like show me. No, I would like to answer this one actually. Like send a link. Like, oh, I like this content. Right. This is not sophomoric vapidness.
Sophomoric.
Sophomoric like
Like sophomore? Like
sophomoric. Maybe you can let us know what that word means. This is your
you're on
phone.
my phone.
But again, right, the way I see it is like I like, for example, a Kurzgesagt video, right? And Kurzgesagt has a team of something like 40 people. that does research to provide content that is full of calories, for example, right? If that's your perspective, and those videos are available to you at all times, right? I think there's room for all content on the internet. Clearly, you can create like the most degen content and still make a living doing that too.
Indigo.
I'm going out, head out early. Thank you, Indigo, for joining us.
It's
George,
a long ass coffee mug.
it is a pretty long ass coffee mug. You're free to leave. Thanks. You can see your way out. You have another anime antagonist banger. It is pretty anime antagonist. This is sophomorphic vapidness. I'm taking out
Calorie
your content.
content. And probably in a JoJo pose as he's saying it.
That was fire. Yeah, with like the hand over the face. Metaphor of yesterday's card of the two butterfly. That was fire. English is outdated. The metaphor of yesterday card of the two butterfly in whirlpools. Maybe he's talking about the card we pulled as in like that's what language should be instead of just English. All right, PT, I can only assume you're here to troll with nonsense. That one made sense. That last one made a little bit of sense.
Sad anime noise.
Sad anime.
What's a sad anime noise?
No emoticon vulgarity. I'm glad that Melt and Mrs. Melt is getting in the problem. Getting it. The problem is most people haven't done anything physically hard these days, so they complain and bitch and moan about the rest of their life. I've seen that happen too. It's true.
Hey,
we got
Salad.
Salad here. Don't blame it on Yoki. Shout out to Bare
Naked
Naked.
ladies. It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Is that a song?
I said you're crazy.
And Nota with another headline: Boulder Country government wasted 165 million on a bike path that remains unfinished because engineers can't figure out how to build a bridge over the highway.
Oh.
It's pretty cool that there is such a thing. More power to them.
Is that an actual headline?
Like, yeah, we won't be surprised. And how things are not what they want, but yet they haven't put in any of the work, really. I have done shit that is so impossible physically, and yet I've done it. People push their sales like this. They realize life is much easier than they think. Doing hard things does show you that you are capable of doing hard things, right? And it does make the things that are not hard easier in comparisons. Like when you start exercising, right, and you start growing physically strong, you might think it's just about the aesthetics of, now I look good in the mirror. But technically, the real impact is every time you have to bend down to pick something up off the ground, every time you reach for something, every time you transition from one state of being to the next, you have more ease in your life doing that, right? And that stuff pays dividends. What people combat seem very general. Yeah, people seem pretty general. Does your friend have her own phone? This is her phone. Stellar energies. No, he's not. You have no chance. Are you not dancing today, Melty? No. I dance on Wednesdays, usually. Salad.
Thanks,
Another headline. Okay, Nota. One more headline from you. County officials deny disability claims to people who are disabled because they think it's fun to watch people suffer. I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it is. Yep. They all like...
Hey there.
How?
Subby, I can see you.
I write good headlines. Yeah, great. I'm trying to see if people can see my comments. We see you, Subby.
Hey, Subby.
Hey, Subby.
What's up, Subby?
All right.
This is my robot voice.
I am a little bit overwhelmed. I got whelmed by chat today. Jeebies. My poor brain.
Hey, there's Dream Tether. Look at that. He changed his name. I make good wooden spatulas.
Nice. Hoopty hoops. There have been some characters today. Holy. Who needs tears? All right. Sam is also like, jeez.
Okay, thanks. I got
Jeez.
other lives and nobody reads me. I'll read you. We'll read you, Subby.
We do try to read all of the comments here, unless it's some brain damage. I wish it was Wednesday. It'll be Wednesday soon. Sam getting saluted. It'll be Wednesday before you know it. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm gonna pull a card.
La 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 la.
Might have to. There we go. She's lovely.
Thanks,
Lol,
Alex.
I just had a big laugh because wow. Damn, she's smoking ice.
What does that mean, Fruit Loops on
I
Mondays?
think it means you're using meth.
Oh.
But no, stop. We need steers.
Ooh.
Phase mandala.
Birthday.
We did spend a few times looking at the moon as of late. Who was it? I think it was.
The day before yesterday, we were outside looking at the moon.
And during our wedding, Andrew called attention to the moon and was like, if you look
If
at
it
the
looked
dark
like it was
side of the
aligned.
moon.
Oh. If you look at the dark side of the moon, what?
He was like, if you look at the dark side of the moon, like, and you keep looking, eventually you can start to see the rim. Right? It's not just the moon. It's like you can see the rest of the moon there still, kind of thing.
I didn't hear him say that.
I don't think you were there for that one. No, I think that was while you were connecting with the family. Hey!
The number 2 card.
Card number 2.
Phase mandala.
Can't hold back the facts. It's true. Hoopty hoops always mesmerizes me. The moon. Card number 2.
Wowzers.
That coffee is letting itself known. Cycles and movements. I did put it reversed, I think. Realize you may not be able to reverse phases. However, you can move with them. That feels like related to today's dream topic, right?
So,
Living in cooperative balance with movement through cycles is the message of this card. We watch the moon as she rolls around the earth and shows us the faces of her phases. We experience the cycles of nature in the turning of the seasons and the phases of matter as solid, liquid, and gas. We cycle from childhood to adulthood to midlife to elder with the movement of our humanness. Conception, manifestation, completion. Everything moves in phases and then begins anew. Mindful advancement through phases gives personal symbolic meaning to any event. Look to the underlying energy and movement rather than the actual event on some level. A physical move, a new job or creative project, a birth or an expansion in relationship is similar energetically. Each involves your intention to move towards new possibilities and fruition of your personal dream. Each represents a phase in the cycles of your life experience and spiritual growth. Each moves you towards the evolution of your vision. Honor the progression of movement in your current circumstance
and situation.
Honor the progression of movement in your current situation. Movement. What a powerful force. You are in control of how you're moving. I think I might have missed a few.
You have control over the direction that you move in to an extent.
Just control that you're moving kind of thing as well, right? Like the point was, the reverse meaning was, is you might not be able to reverse phases in that way. You're not in control of the phase itself. Yeah, but you can move with the phase. You are in control of letting go of control kind of thing. Right. She's lovely and she can't hold back the facts. Love is true. I don't like spam. Phases of the moon being sent to the copy pastas make sense. It's going to be okay, but it's going to be different. I like that. Great card. Bless you, Gavity Goo, and Who Needs Tears, and Salad and Toast, and Hoopy too, and Sam as well, of course. We love all of you. That was a great pull. Has me contemplating. Do. Go in. Move with the phases. To an extent, the ether is the background, the only thing truly at rest. Everything else moves within it. Some dark matter comments, it seems. Appreciate you, Salad. Thank you, friends, for joining us today in this live stream. It is such a pleasure getting to spend this moment here with you. We appreciate you, and we'll see you again soon, tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.